As you guys know, I'm a big fan of Beretta handguns. I've been a fan of the Beretta since the mid-80s, when the US military adopted the M9 service pistol. That's when I was first introduced to the handgun. I had a Model 92F back in the day, and I used to go out shooting it quite a bit, enjoyed it, and I've just kind of liked the handgun my entire life. But that style of handgun, the open slide, it's kind of a classic Beretta design, and I'm going to show you an old World War II Beretta that has that open slide design. And then I'm going to talk to you about a handgun that I just found on Classic Firearms that's for sale for 200 bucks. I think it's like 209 bucks. And I had to order one, and in full disclosure, I ordered it, I placed the order, they recognized my name, and they refunded my money and sent me the gun anyway with a thank you note. I tried to pay for the gun, they didn't let me pay for it, they refunded my credit card and sent me the gun anyway. I wish they hadn't done that, but they did. But it's not going to change my opinion of Beretta handguns. And the handgun I want to show you this afternoon is the Model 81 series. The 81 series is a really cool handgun, commonly known as the Cheetah series, and there's quite a few 80 series Cheetahs. There's 81s, 82s, 84s, 5s, 6s available in 32 ACP, 380, 22 long rifle, all sorts of stuff. But we're going to show you this particular handgun here in a few minutes. Right now I have my Langdon Tactical, and this is a Model 92, highly customized 9mm Beretta. And you guys have seen me carrying this before in video. I'm carrying it out here right now just for giggles this afternoon. I love carrying it openly. I have a retention holster, and when I'm walking around the property, I like to have a handgun with me. Now start off with the Langdon LTT. I'm going to show you a classic World War II Beretta with an open slide design, and then let's talk about this cool little Cheetah pistol, which is an amazing little handgun for the money, and do some shooting with it. It's in 32 ACP, another caliber I like for its military history. As you can see, the Beretta is an amazing shooting handgun. Not just the big ones, even the little ones. Let's check out some little ones. Berettas have been popular handguns in military circles for a long time. World War II, pistols like this were in use. Now this is a cool old open top Beretta. This one was made in 1944. It's a war finish handgun, chambered in 32 ACP, single stack magazine. This is a replica holster from World War Supply. Guys, if you have old classic military handguns and you're looking for a holster for a Nambu, a P38, a Luger, anything, an old Beretta, they probably have it. And it's, I mean, exact copies, the best I've seen. And so when I have a classic handgun like this, I will oftentimes pick up a holster to go with it. Little pistol has a heel release, has 8 rounds of 32 ACP. It's a single action only pistol. You'll notice it has no safeties. And yeah, let's just shoot this old girl. It's a very awkward feeling handgun, very minimalistic sights. Now, you'll notice it was throwing the brass straight up. That's because the gun ejects straight up. More modern open top Beretta designs will kind of throw the brass out to the right. So this one's kicking them straight up. Locks open the last shot fired, but when you drop the magazine out, like many World War II handguns, the slide drops home. All right, so this gives you an idea of what an old classic Beretta open top design would look like, dating back to World War II. Let's take a look at this Model 81 that's available now, and it's in really, really good shape. What they list on Classic Firearms website is good to very good condition, and the gun I got is absolutely just beautiful, absolutely beautiful, freaking gorgeous. And it's also in 32 ACP. So let me grab that here really quick, load up some magazines for it, and then we'll do some shooting with it as well. This is the little Cheetah pistol I was telling you about at the beginning of the video. This is the Series 81. It's in 32 ACP, and it does have a double stack magazine. And yeah, you can get 12 32 ACP rounds into the magazine. If you want to put one in the pipe, it gives you a total of 13 rounds of 32 ACP. Now, the 32 ACP, otherwise known as 7.65 Browning, is a very popular historically speaking, military or police caliber, especially in Europe. These handguns, from what we're told from Classic Firearms, are retired police pistols. Now, they say they're in good to very good condition. I would say this one is in excellent condition. And as you can see, it retains, 99% of its original finish. It does have an aluminum lower receiver, and then the slide and barrel, of course, are made out of steel. The handgun is a double action, single action pistol. So you do have your hammer back here. You'll notice there's no hammer drop safety on the slide like you would have on a Model 92. So you can see it looks very, very similar, but it does lack that decock safety. So if you want to go ahead and chamber around, the hammer will stay back. You have an ambi manual safety that you can put the gun on safe, or you can very, very carefully ease that hammer down, put it on half cock, leave a round in the chamber, and then you have that double action first shot. So very small, lightweight, handy little pistol, 32 ACP. Some would say is anemic and isn't a very good defensive cartridge. Many in Europe would disagree with you because again, it was a very popular military caliber, even used by the US military. You may not know that, but yeah, it's been a very popular military caliber in the past. So I'm gonna grab one of the 12-round magazines here. Got 2 in my rear pocket. This is what the magazines look like. They are windowed, so they'll show you when the magazine is full. Insert the magazine into the grip. And it has a nice thick grip, so if you have big hands like I do, you'll notice the gun fits your hand very, very well. To charge the weapon, pull the slide to the rear and release it, and now it's in single action mode. Let's do a little bit of shooting at our challenge target here, about 10 yards or so away. Shoot him in the face. Notice just how little recoil that gun has. Magazine drops free. Let's grab another magazine here really quick. Insert the magazine, hit the slide release, weapon's ready to go again, and we'll pop him in the face a few more times. And she locks open. Extremely reliable, not surprising. Berettas are known for their quality. These are made in Italy. This one is marked made in Italy. So it's not a US Beretta. Not that those are bad, they're very well made handguns, but this is an Italian, European military service pistol. Very, very cool. Let's load up a couple more magazines, do some more shooting, field strip it here for you really, really quick, then we'll tie the video up. Taking the Model 81 apart is pretty much just like taking a Model 92 apart. First, you're going to want to make sure that the gun is clear. I've locked the slide to the rear. There's no magazine inserted into the handgun. I'm going to go ahead and let that slide go home. There's a little tiny button you push right here. I'm going to push that button and rotate the disassembly lever down. You'll feel the slide pop forward and it comes off the frame, just like a Model 92. Take your recoil spring and guide rod out, and then your barrel. Super simple, very easy to maintain, and that probably lends to the gun's reliability. Keep in mind though, there's no locking block, so it's not a locked action. This is a straight blowback design. Put your barrel back in place, put your recoil spring and guide rod back on the perch like that. Make sure the barrel's in the right spot. I like having the gun on half cock. Slide the frame, push the slide onto the frame, darn it. That's what you have to be careful of, is the spring and guide rod popping off the perch. The blowback guns are a little bit more finicky to put together. And slide it back, and then just pull it back slightly, push that button. and pop your takedown lever back into its locked position, and the gun is back together. So pretty much just like a Model 92. I mean, it's a smart looking little gun. The sights are kind of minimalistic, certainly lightweight, and if you're looking for a handgun that's low recoil, easy to shoot, the slide is easy to pull to the rear, it's easy to manipulate for somebody that might have limited dexterity in their hands, you might want to take a look at a pistol like one of these little Model 81s at $209, basically 210 bucks. I'm just blown away by the price, given the quality, of course, of a Beretta Cheetah series handgun. Pretty darn cool in my book. Many times police departments in Europe will use ball rounds. They're prohibited from using hollow points. Not all countries, but in some countries. So today we've been shooting primarily Fiocchi 32 ACP ball ammunition. I don't have a whole bunch of defensive 32 ACP ammunition on hand because I'm primarily a military collector and I like to shoot military ball out of military handguns. However, I have 9 rounds of Hornady XTP 50 grain hollow points with an advertised muzzle velocity of 1,000 feet per second. Only 9 rounds. I'm going to go ahead and put that into the little 81 and let's see how well it cycles these. Well, extremely good accuracy, very mild recoil for 1,000 feet per second, and it fed and cycled just fine. Now I have another load. This is from Underwood. This has a very interesting bullet shape. It's another 50 grain projectile. This one's advertised at 1,100 feet per second. Very awkward bullet shape. Let's see how well, 9 rounds of this as well. Let's see how well the little 81 handles this. Much hotter ammunition. Holy cow, insanely good accuracy, and that ammunition is much hotter, very much different in terms of perceived recoil. So that Underwood stuff is extremely hot. And as you can see, man, I'm chewing the center out of the target at about 10 yards. So the performance is certainly there. So again, if you're looking at one of these for concealed carry, self-defense, might not be a bad option for you, especially given the price point. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed coming out to the range with us this afternoon. Do some shooting with the Series 81 Cheetah, and it's in 32 ACP. Again, I picked this thing up from Classic Firearms for $209.99. Well, at least I tried to. They recognized the name, charged back the money to my card, and sent me the gun anyway. I'd like to thank them for doing that, but it's not necessary, nor do I expect that. Doesn't change my opinion of the gun. I mean, it's a Beretta. It works. It's a neat handgun, and for $200, it's a steal. These things don't come in the country very often, especially in this type of condition. I don't know if they all look this good. They probably hand-picked a darn nice handgun for me, but they list them as good to very good condition, and I believe it based upon this handgun. Guys, if you would like to support us here at the Military Arms Channel, we don't take money from companies like Classic Firearms or gun manufacturers. We're viewer supported, and we have a link down below to Patreon, which is how we fund. Click that link and consider becoming part of our Patreon family and supporting us here at the Military Arms Channel. Also, swing by and check out coppercustom.com. Last but not least, we are Twitch gamers. If you'd like to join us on a live stream, become a Patreon member, send us your PSN network name, send us a note, and we'll add you as a friend, and you can join us in a live stream when we're gaming. Guys, thanks for 11 years of support, and now it's time to fire off the last 2 magazines of the afternoon. We're losing our son today, and we're going to head home. Thanks for 11 years of support. We'll talk to you guys soon. Jeez, look at the accuracy of that thing. What a great shooting little pistol. That's just insanity, guys. What a cool little gun. Jason's even shaking his head over there. All right, guys, talk to you later.